All right, it is Friday, January the 10th. You're watching Weather AM. I'm meteorologist Chris Murphy. So glad you give us a few minutes into your time. How about the snow that's been falling in Fort St. John? Thank you, Sherry Robertson. Temperatures have been mild in northern areas of BC and Alberta, and mild and some snow in the prairies. We'll talk about that. Elliott Lake going for a skate with your best friend. This is Maverick right here. And speaking of skating, the Rideau Canal in Ottawa, that skateway, about half of it opening tomorrow. Wow, that's good news. And then to Halifax, we've had some snow this week. I'm not going to call it a stormy week, but it's been pretty gloomy with our low pressure system hanging around the east coast. And it's a little bit gusty, blustery at times. There's been rain, there's been snow. A bigger storm has been down in the U.S., anywhere from Memphis, Tennessee to the Central Appalachians, 10 to 20 centimeters of snow and freezing rain south of there. But to start off on the east coast, temperatures again above the freezing mark. This low pressure system is pretty much running out of steam finally, but last gasp, high water for the north facing coast of PEI in eastern Nova Scotia. So there could be some beach erosion as well as pounding surf and perhaps a bit of coastal flooding. That's really between 2 and 6 p.m. this afternoon. Île-de-la-Madeleine as well. Just be mindful of that. Halifax and Fredericton, that's a pretty good looking weekend. And in Charlottetown, mainly cloudy with scattered flurries for you. After a week of snow and blustery conditions, we're settling down. Montreal -5. Look at that, +1 in Quebec City. Very mild weather for you. Up towards Ontario, now again, the big storm is in the U.S., but we've got snow falling across northern areas. We've seen that from Lake of the Woods to Lake Superior. On the east side of Superior through the Nickel Belt, Sudbury area, likely some accumulating snow, including and around Manitoulin Island and up towards White River and Wawa. Toronto, perhaps some flurries this afternoon. Better chance of some accumulating snow, though, arrives likely just after the evening rush hour. So this is around 9 o'clock. You can see that snow starting to fill in a little bit earlier further west towards London and the Huron shores. Ottawa and Montreal, you can pretty much sit this one out. By Saturday afternoon, the snow's done, and then another system comes in on Sunday. And this could bring another maybe 10 to 15 centimeters of snow for northern Ontario. So here's a look at your conditions for much of southern Ontario. About 5 centimeters of snow, perhaps 5 to 10 north and east of Toronto and towards Lake Huron. Again, not a huge storm, but it'll cover up the bare ground with snow if you've got bare ground. Temperatures are warming up in Alberta again in Saskatchewan, but with that warm front, we could see a little bit of snow rain mixing between Red Deer and Saskatoon. Otherwise, the Paw, Dauphin, Winnipeg, Regina, mainly snow for you. Tomorrow, bit of snow in Calgary, not much, maybe a couple of centimeters, couple centimeters in Edmonton, but 5 to 10 centimeters towards Winnipeg and Regina, and higher ground, higher amounts, including the Cypress Hills. Now into British Columbia, there's our low pressure system, which had brought earlier some stormy weather towards the South Klondike Highway, Haines Junction. Looks like that winter storm is over. But rainfall this morning for Metro Vancouver, generally drying up through the afternoon. Lingering snow showers for the interior. This is good news for the ski hills. We'll take some of that snow and then dry for the weekend. And across Los Angeles and Southern California, of course, that terrifying story there. Dry conditions, but the winds will be slackening somewhat to a degree today. And even a little increase in humidity. That'd be good news for tomorrow.